guys, what is going on? Craig here, and today I'm just bringing you guys a quick little video of a shoulder workout that I did. And first off, before we even get into that, while I'm doing my warm-up here that you see, I just want to apologize for last video, the last clip of my squat PR. I don't know what happened. I put the camera down sideways and everything, but I don't know why it still wanted to keep it portrait style. So that's why there were those ugly black bars on the screen, and just want to apologize for that. But this was a late night shoulder workout that I did here, and as you see, I'm just warming up the rotator cuffs here just because I used to have shoulder pain, and now that it's gone, I really don't want it to come back because it affected a lot of my lifting. And the first lift I did here is a dumbbell shoulder press. There's two things I like to really concentrate on when doing the shoulder press. I like to concentrate, I only grab 55 pounds. I know I can go a lot heavier for 10 reps, but I like to control the negative and make sure I'm going down slow. And when I get to the top, I don't like to fully lock out. I come almost to a lockout, but don't fully lock out because then it still keeps tension on your shoulders the whole time. Okay, so now jumping into side lateral raises. I don't like to go completely straight armed. I feel when I do that, I feel a little bit more pain in one shoulder. So I like to just put a slight bend, but not too much of a bend that like I'm going up and doing like 25-pound side lateral raises. I like to just have a slight bend so it's still tough, and I like to drop the weight and do a lot more reps for these and just really burn out my shoulders at this point. Because as you can see here, I'm doing 20 reps for 3 sets, and I am using only 15 pounds, and that really burns out my shoulders doing those weights there. Then I moved into a landmine shoulder press. I don't know the actual name for it, but I'm just going to call it a landmine shoulder press because I know it's a landmine chest press when you use this thing and do it for chest and do 2 hands at the same time, so I'll just call it the landmine press. But I did 3 sets for 12 reps, and I am doing 30 pounds here for each one. And the big thing that I do is control it. Don't just be throwing the weight up and letting it fall back down. I like to control and slowly push the weight upward and then really control the down. And when I set up so my shoulder, the middle of my shoulder, is set right up to where you're holding the bar. And then when you come down all the way until the bar or your hand is about to hit you in the shoulder, and then you get like the full range of motion doing that. And once again, just like the shoulder press, I don't like to go right to the top and completely lock out. I like to get almost to the lockout point, but don't actually lock out because then that will fully keep tension on your shoulders the whole time. And you'll really feel this one if you don't do it regularly. Then we moved into front raises, and I did, just like I do my side raises, I like to drop the weight, so I was doing 15 pounds for 20 reps. Like I do my side raises, I like to do the same amount of reps with the same weight just to try and keep things even. But on my front raises, I will keep my arms pretty much straight. For the most part, there is some bend in my elbow, but I like to do one dumbbell at a time, as you can see here, just because then I can really control it and not just be like throwing them up together. I can really control and work on getting that good squeeze with each shoulder. But with this one, I like holding the dumbbells this way rather than like sideways like most people would, just because I find holding it this way, it gives me a better workout and a better squeeze on the front part of my shoulders, whereas if I hold it the other way, I find it works a little bit more of the back of my shoulders than it does the front. And when I do it, I like to bring the dumbbell right in front of my face while I'm looking in the mirror, so kind of like come in a little bit and get a little bit of chest with it. Then I moved into rear delt flies, and this one I just did, once again, drop the weight, so I did 20 pounds for 20 reps and 3 sets of it. And basically this one, the only thing I like to focus on is, as you can see, my arms are pretty bent. But what I focus on is leaning on a little bit of an angle, not completely up and down that you're working straight back, but so you're working a little bit of your upper back and shoulders. But I like to try and pull the weight through my elbow and not try and keep my arms straight while pulling it up. And then lastly, here I just finished off with doing shoulder shrugs. Grabbed 75 pounds and did 3 sets of 15 reps. And I like to bring my chin into my chest, as you can see, and when I get to the top of the motion, I like to hold it for about a half-second pause. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, and peace.